The temperature was -5 degrees Celsius. The woman removed all her clothes, leaving only her undergarments and shoes. The icy wind made her tremble uncontrollably, but she still stepped into the freezing lake. After only a few steps, the sudden drop in depth startled her, and she quickly retreated to shore. Realizing she couldn't jump straight, and she gathered a stack of wood, chose pieces of the right size, and pushed them onto the water. She stepped back into the lake using the wood's buoyancy to swim toward the center. Once she reached the approximate area, she took a deep breath and dived straight down, heading for the crash plane resting at the bottom. Her goal was the supplies and satellite phone inside the cabin, but her oxygen was limited, so she grabbed 2 backpacks at random before surfacing. After soaking in the icy water, her limbs were almost numb. She hurried back toward land to avoid accidents. Just then a roar echoed behind her. She turned to see a brown bear rummaging through her camp. It found her last bit of food and swallowed everything, including the packaging, leaving only a pile of feces as a so-called gift. The woman could only accept it helplessly. Soon she realized the bear was approaching her companion's body, making her extremely anxious. Luckily, the bear wasn't hungry enough and eventually wandered back into the forest. After returning to shore, she buried her companion, then rushed back to camp and opened the backpacks. Inside were bundles of neatly wrapped US dollars, all perfectly intact, yet completely useless to her, since what she needed was food and water. Fresh water could be found nearby, but it was murky and mixed with animal waste, so it had to be boiled first. The problem was she didn't know how to start a fire, and all she had left was a bag full of money. She quickly came up with a bold idea. She unwrapped a bundle of cash, piled the bills together, and used her glasses as a magnifying glass to focus sunlight. Soon thin smoke curled from the notes, and before long a tiny flame sparked to life. Next, she picked up a piece of airplane wreckage, hammered it into a pot shaped with stones, filled it with lake water, and boiled it. After the water cooled, she poured it into a bottle and drank greedily. With the water problem solved, she used a needle and thread to craft a simple fishing rod. Unexpectedly, a foolish fish actually bit the hook, but the thin cotton thread couldn't handle the weight, forcing her to search the forest for other food. Fortunately, she soon found a bush full of wild berries. She sorted them by color, placed them in bottles, and brought them back to camp. Starving, she ate them immediately. However, she didn't know these berries were poisonous. That night, she suffered severe vomiting and diarrhea, tossing around until she was nearly completely drained.